Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Happy Friday and happy eclipse season. So this September we have a few eclipses happening. So we have a full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces happening on the 7th. And then we have a new moon solar eclipse in Virgo happening on the 21st. So a lot of fated changes happening, a lot of restructuring going on, a lot of shifting in the heart space and potentially in your career sector. So we're going to get some general energies from the Oracle and see where we're going. Spirit, guides, angels, ancestors, what? Woo! All right, so we have Get Curious. I love this. This is really amazing. So getting curious about your path ahead. And what's sticking out to me is this almost looks like a brain in the background, and then we have this winged bird. So I'm really seeing that you are taking roots, but also taking flight. So there could be a higher level of learning, a higher level of expansion, and I'm also getting travel. So getting curious about where you may want to lay down roots, getting curious about what you may want to learn coming up. So that's a really exciting card. And if you are looking to expand your education, expand your trade, anything like that, this is a great time to look into that. All right, so we also have Ask Body. So this is a very Virgo card. So sinking into the body, what it needs, and to feel into the areas that may need some release. I'm feeling a bit around the heart center, lower back, so heart and sacral chakra. Sounds like it may need some tending to. And then we have shadow at the bottom. Okay, so this is really diving deep into those sticky areas that are not innately coming up in your daily life. So getting familiar with the traits that may not be the most loved by you, but this is really going to help you expand and to open your horizons even further. So when you love the self, when you love everything about you, it really helps you to give unconditionally to yourself and others. And there's so much power in the shadow. There's so much in that we can learn from the subconscious or about the pieces that we tend to shun. So looking at things that are causing anxiety, things that are causing some depression, the things that are not readily up in your face every day is what that card is about. So we have the slice. And then I'm gonna get one more. So what are we cutting out? What are we cutting out, and what are we going to replace in that area? Okay, so we have the child, and then we also have the sun. Yeah, okay. So with this card, I love pizza. Pizza's amazing. No matter how much I move forward on my health journey, I will always have pizza. It's not every day, but pizza is delicious. But this card also comes with, where are you prioritizing your wants and your needs? Where can you possibly cut back on the things that maybe you may be overindulging in? Where is that shadow? And then we have the zero fucks. So I love this because this is also stepping into a level of authenticity. So there's really a need for you guys to let your inner child out and allow that child to play and to explore and to get curious. This is a really lighthearted energy. So I feel like eclipse season is really going to ask a lot of us to really let go of the things that are having us feel oppressed or depressed, and really allow some of this more radiant and vibrant energy forward, because we're about to move into fall season. And I don't know about you, but fall is my absolute favorite season of all time. And I just feel so cozy and I feel so hugged and loved, and it's just a vibe. And I know for a lot of you guys watching this channel that you also understand that feeling. But taking yourself out to corn mazes, taking yourself out to go get a pumpkin spice latte, no matter how basic that is. My cat's coming in the room. But really allowing yourself to have some joy in your life and get curious, because when we do shadow work, it's important to find balance in that. It's important to find healing in the balance of the shadow work, because sometimes it can get really deep and can get pretty heavy. So balancing that with allowing that inner child to come forth. And there's probably some shadow work around inner child and looking at the past and really meditating with that and seeing where your inner child may have felt neglected or abandoned, and really making peace with him or her. So we're going to dive a little bit deeper with the tarot here, and I'm using my Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck because I love this movie, and I love Halloween and Christmas, and it's a blend of both. So, all right, right off the bat, we have the 7 of Needles, the 9 of Needles, and we have the Chariot. Okay, so there's a lot of mental fog and a lot of mental chaos that's happening, I feel. Can I get one more, Spirit? 7 of Needles indicates a level of, ooh, okay. And then we have the Knight of Presents at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this is all about your stability. This is a very mercurial reading. Stability, and also we do have some heart in here too. So 7 of Needles, the 9 of Needles, and the Chariot. So a lot of you are feeling a bit stressed on how to move forward with something. And this card in the traditional tarot indicates a level of sneakiness, and this can also be a little bit of imposter syndrome, I'm feeling. And then this card is the anxiety card. This is all about where we're putting on a face, a brave face in public, but where we're feeling a bit discouraged internally. And that's also that shadow work period that we're looking at. So where is your mind really being taken during this eclipse season? Are you feeling grounded? And if not, then it is time to get out in nature, get curious, sink into your body, because I feel like there's been a level of overwork and underplay. And this reading is really asking you to sink into levels that are feeling more vibrant and more fun. We have the 3 of Potions, we have the 5 of Candles, and we have the Queen of Potions here. So I think that there's a lot of analysis paralysis going on, and with Virgo, that's very common. I am a Virgo rising, and I also have Virgo in the 12th house. So I understand that level of that cerebral brain just kind of goes everywhere. But by you really sinking into community, friends, doing the things that bring you joy, this is going to help you release some of the conflict and some of the chaos in your mind and allow you to sink deeper into that heart space. So let's get a little bit of clarification, shall we? So with the 9 of Presents, I also feel like this is affecting your foundation. So your career, home, stability, and whether this is due to career, finances, which Knight of Pentacles very much is. Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. And this is also a level of stability and investments too. So whether you have invested in a career for a long period of time or have invested in a relationship for a long period of time, this is asking you to maybe step back from so much of the planning, so much of the movement forward, and really sink into the presence of the body. And so I'm going to clarify some of this 7 of Needles here. Spirit, why is 7 of Needles here? Yeah. So we have the Knight of Wands and the 6 of Swords with the 5 of Cups. Okay, so A lot of you guys have been feeling emotionally disconnected or emotionally unfulfilled for quite some time. And this is that shadow work that they're really asking you to sink deeper into. So with the Seven of Needles, this can come out when we're putting on that brave face, and a lot of people don't know the stirrings of really what's going on deep into our hearts. But I feel like there's a level of, I'm hearing betrayal. There's a level of people who have not been genuine, and you're not feeling like you can really invest in these connections. And there's also a level of fearfulness of moving forward because of some of this instability that you're feeling. But you do have the Chariot here, and you have the Three of Potions. So I think by you really taking the action to move your situation forward, this is the card of Cancer. This is the heart space. So where are you feeling in the stirrings of your heart? This is very Pisces. This is this is the card of Cancer, but the heart space also is a Piscean nature. Where is your heart asking you to go? Where are you being guided to move towards? Because where you're going is filled with a lot of support and love and community, I'm hearing. So some of you may be fearing having to pack up your belongings and to move across country or move to a different city or town. But I really do think that by doing this, yes, it may be a little chaotic in the present, but I think this is going to, because this is reverse. The Five of Candles upright is very much like a disorganized card, but with it being inverted, this is a card of releasing the conflict. And it's almost like I feel you guys have stayed somewhere for too long, and you have stalled out on your opportunities for growth because you have wanted to stay comfortable. But now Spirit's like, you can't stay here anymore. It's time for you to move forward and to really take action towards the things that your heart wants you to experience with this Queen of Potions, Queen of Cups. So let's get a little bit deeper into the Queen of Potions, shall we? Spirit, what's going on with this Queen of Potions? Clarified by the Queen of Cups. Yep, okay, so that's the same card. I love it when they do that. Makes me, ooh, and you have the King of Cups. Okay. I love that. Can I get one more, Spirit? Ooh. And you have the Magician. And you have the Star at the bottom of the deck. Oh, wow. Okay. So with this, I'm really feeling like you guys are stepping into the unknown. You are stepping into a new place physically. And that is also going to allow you to sink deeper into your heart space without distractions. And it's going to call forward a new connection that is more suited for you. It's going to be more compatible with your intuitive and your emotional nature. And this is something that you have manifested. This is something that you have put into your spells, your workings, your meditations, whatever it is. This is something that you have taken the action forward, and you are wanting this to actually be a part of your life. So I feel like you guys are stressing a bit about leaving a past connection or past comfortability behind. And this is almost like, it feels a little stressful in the moment, but when you take a look back later after this period of the chaos of moving, you're going to look back and say, I am so glad I took that chance. I'm so glad that I did that thing that my heart was calling me to do, because now look at everything that I have. Look at everything that I have manifested because I took the time to sit with myself and my heart and to give zero fucks about whatever anyone else thought about it, because my happiness is so important, and I am so worthy of this happiness. So there's a worthiness piece in this reading that we are working on with the shadow. So maybe you have not felt worthy of a love that you have been wanting, and you have been calling in other people who may have been a bit narcissistic, manipulative, and that has left you feeling betrayed. And now I think you guys have learned that lesson. With Saturn and Pisces, that is a lesson of closing out past karma. And we also have Saturn in Pisces until, I believe, February of next year. So we're really closing out those old narratives, old paradigms that we have told ourselves in order to keep ourselves safe or to keep ourselves comfortable. But now I feel like you're really at a precipice with all of these energies. You are taking everything that you have learned from past experiences, whether they're good, they're bad, they're ugly, and you are transmuting it into a beautiful life filled with love and connection and all the vibes. I love this. This is a beautiful reading. And sitting with the self and asking, what do I really want out of life? Do I want more passion? Do I want more experiences? Do I want to travel? Really get curious with yourself and allow yourself space to grow and to do the things that possibly this past version of you wasn't going to do or didn't feel comfortable doing or didn't have the resources or the finances to do, because now I really feel like you guys are moving into your power. You are really stepping out of this feeling of victimhood and this level of keeping you chained and stuck to things that don't serve you. And now you are pulling yourself up. You are feeling rooted in yourself to pick yourself up and move out of a situation. And that is going to bring you ultimate, whatever your dreams are. This is actually putting all of your dreams, all of your wishes into this well and watching spirit work its magic to bring it to you. And what a beautiful place to be. Spirit, can we get a little bit more on this? I'm going to dive into the tea leaf here. Fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. Okay. We have bird perched, waiting for news, package, or letter. Okay. So yeah, some of you may be waiting for the go of an approval of a job that will cause you to relocate. And this is probably causing a lot of passion or a lot of stirring. So some of you, this may be your dream job that you're moving into. And possibly by answering the call to this job or this change in your stability, it's going to bring more abundance into your life, more money, more opportunities. And then we have horseshoe, good luck. All right. So if you're on the fence about taking this job, take it. If it gets you out of your comfort zone, if there's more pay, if there's more opportunities for growth, this is a sign to take it, because this is going to help project you into a whole new life, a whole new reality. And I think that's something that you've been craving. And then we have firecracker, excitement. Yeah. So this new phase is going to bring about new excitement and a new stirring of passion and new levels of exploration. That's lovely. Ooh, I'm feeling all jazzed up just reading this. I love it. Spirit, what advice is present for the collective? Have faith. Allow. Yes. And manifest. Wonderful. With comfort at the bottom of the deck. All right. Yep. So there's going to be a change in your comfort level. It's going to cause a little bit of discomfort at first, but by you allowing this change and allowing some of this discomfort to come through, obviously not in a harmful way, but just where your everyday life is changing, that is going to allow you to open more room for manifesting. And this is going to really have you tapping into your faith and trusting in spirit and knowing that this plan, by you saying yes to the unknown, saying yes to the uncomfortable thing, Spirit's going to be like, all right, they're ready for this next level that they have been wanting to manifest. But it's going to have you releasing old things, old relationships, old career patterns that aren't suitable for your highest growth. But that's all about life. That's what life is. Having the courage to step into the unknown. So, thank you guys for being here. I hope you have a wonderful week, a wonderful Friday, and happy eclipse season. Blessed be. Bye.